Hello, everybody. This is Jonathan, and this is your Radio Tokyo midweek update for July 8th, 2005. Now, you may have noticed that there was not a show last week, and as I mentioned, I believe on the live show, our past one we just did, I decided not to actually post it because it just wasn't ready for public viewing. I'm sorry about that. So there's been a little over a week gap now. But anyway, I have some exciting news that I think should make up for it. First off, Irwin Keys passed away today. I'm not sure if all of you recognize the name, but he is famous for having been in The Jeffersons. He was in House of a Thousand Corpses. He was in The Flintstones, Intolerable Cruelty, Dead Kansas, Police Squad, Married with Children, Growing Pains, and a lot of other stuff. He was 63, and it's for those who are fans of his, it's a pretty big loss. Um, I had heard of him before, but I was never fully aware of who he was, so I can't really speak as a fan of his like personally, but I am a fan of his work. I've enjoyed everything that he's been in, so it's sad to say he's gone. Um, but in other news, speaking of other actors, Cameron Monaghan, the individual who played Joker on Gotham, who's also been in Shameless, if you've been watching that, is posted a picture recently on I think it was yesterday or today on Twitter of him standing in front of a uh, basically a lineup in a police station. Where they had the individual heights marked and they're taking mugshots. It's him in black and white, so his skin is very, very white, and he is smiling. It is a not so subtle, but yet very intentional hint that Cameron Monaghan will be back portraying the Joker in the upcoming season of Gotham, which starts in, I believe, September. I will have to check on that to be absolutely sure. But season two has already been announced to focus more on the Joker than anything else that's gone on. And if you watch season one and you were a fan of it, you're pretty well aware they touched on a lot of villains. Um, but as far as non-villain news goes, it was announced today that Marissa Tomei is actually in uh, uh, talks to portray Aunt May in the new Spider-Man movie. Now, a couple weeks ago, it was announced that there was going to be a new Spider-Man. So now we're going to be getting a new Aunt May. And honestly, I have to say, I've never really thought of Marissa Tomei as being old enough to portray Aunt May. Now, that's not saying, Aunt May has to be an old woman, and that's absolutely no offense to Sally Field, who was the last actress to play Aunt May. It's just me stating my opinion. Aunt May, to me, has always been, a much older woman. Peter Parker's, 18, 20 years old, usually in most versions of the story. And Aunt May is, usually what I've seen in the past, what that most people are aware of is that she's an older woman. But now we're at the point in time where the older woman is younger than 50 in most cases. And it that's okay. It just means that time is moving on. And it's kind of sad that it is in a lot of ways, but that's what happens. Um, but yeah, uh, in other news, San Diego Comic Con is actually starting in the morning. Like it's just a few hours away. I'm not there. I wish I was. It would be cool to get to go, but I'm not, sadly. But there will be quite a bit of announcements, quite a bit of news coming out because it will start tomorrow and run until I believe Sunday or Monday. So if you're there, stay safe, have a great time. If you're not there, keep track of what's going on. This week, this week, our weekend show with Danny, Nick, and I it will be pretty exciting, and I will do my absolute best during the show to, you know, do like a midway discussion about Comic Con. Um, but we have a very, very, very exciting topic for this week. It should be one of our best shows yet. Um, I want to tell what it is, but I'm not going to, just because uh, I want it to be a surprise. But while I'm thinking about it, I would like to give a shout out to Athene Wins, uh, who has decided, after a rather long hiatus, to come back to World of Warcraft. If you follow him on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc., you will have seen the video where he's, walking around discussing uh, having played the other games, and he needs to go back to what matters to him. Athene started playing in well, he's been playing for a long time, but as far as his professional gaming career that everyone's aware of, it was around 2007 when he started on YouTube, and he's one of the people who inspired me to play a Holy Paladin way back in the day. So I'd like to say a thank you to him for sure. And again, he'll be coming back. So that's kind of a personal, gaming note. Give him a look at, check out his videos and give him a look and see what he has to say. If you like Hearthstone or basically any game at all, he's probably played it, and he can probably give you some advice on playing it. So give him a look, and be sure and be back here on Friday when we do our show live. By the way, speaking of which, the Saturday show is now going to be the Friday show because we seem to have had a better audience response. So thank you to those of you who have actually watched and commented during the actual recording of the episode. Please continue to do that. It's going to be Friday show from now on, and it will be a live show. Please comment on it. But yeah, I will talk to all of you then, and I promise I will get unbusy at some point in time this week. Oh, wait, I forgot I had one more story to talk about. I'm sorry. This is actually going up late today because I was gone most of the day. I went to the movies, believe it or not, me, outside the house at the movies. Aha! No, seriously, I went to see Ted 2. I know a lot of people are not fans of Seth MacFarlane and his work. I certainly have a very good friend who is very upset with him about some of his stances on certain things, but Ted 2 is absolutely hilarious. As is typical with Seth MacFarlane's work, he puts his own political mindset into his work, and I'm not going to give it away, but if you have seen the trailers for it, or you've seen any review or anything about it, you probably know what's going on to some degree in the movie. All I'm going to say is there is a scene in the movie where a character makes a very valid statement about being a decent human being to everyone else. You need to go see it, even if it's only for that one scene. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm not going to tell you what they say because I don't want to spoil it as much as possible. But it actually has a very good message in it, and I'm quite glad that Seth MacFarlane put that in there. It's important to hear. So go to your local theater, support them, see the movie. Anyway, Friday's coming up soon, so we'll be doing that show. Let's see, Comic Con is tomorrow, so I will try and give as many as I can. Please remember to check back as often as possible, and please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe this video and all the rest. Stay tuned to Radio Tokyo for all the awesome things you could ever need in the world. Bye-bye.